You're watching the TCMMA podcast.
Now, I've been telling you, against the advice of all of you, that Jake Paul is going to beat Mike Tyson. And oddly enough, he still remains a slight favorite. Why is this thing down from like 180 to 135, 140, 150, whatever it may be? Because of the rules. One of the reasons I think Mike Tyson loses is because he gets tired later in the fight. Right? So you have to first assume that Jake Paul is going to get through the first 2 or 3 rounds. Then by round 4, Mike Tyson really starts to look tired. By round 7 and 8, he's gassed. Completely gassed. He's 58 years old. But they have leveled the playing field, right? As we all know. 2-minute rounds, 8 rounds. That's 16 minutes. That's a regular 5-round fight. If they were 3 minutes, you'd see a big drop-off in round 4 and 5 by Mike Tyson. But where they're 2 minutes and you get to rest quicker, instead of waiting 3 minutes, you rest after 2. Mike Tyson's going to be pretty fresh throughout this fight. I mean, these rounds are going to be quick, man. Boom, boom, boom. Mike Tyson's going to be able to rest. He'll get into round 5 and 6, if it goes that far, and start saying, oh my gosh, there's only like 7 or 8 minutes left in his fight, and he'll be fine. And therefore, the odds are coming down. And in fact, in my head, I'm like, is Jake Paul really going to win in this situation? If it's an 8-round fight for 3 minutes, Jake Paul wins, in my book, pretty darn easily, as long as he doesn't get KO'd in the first or second. And I put that disclaimer out there because it's possible. I mean, Mike Tyson can KO anyone on the planet, including the heavyweight champ right now, in the first round or 2. But if you get past that, you have a strong chance to win. But the game has changed now. The game has changed based on the rules. And to me, anything can happen in this fight. And I don't see Mike Tyson getting as tired, but I still think Jake Paul is going to pull this thing out. I just do. I just think Jake Paul is going to pull this thing out. And it won't even be close, because if it goes to a decision, Jake Paul is winning. It's still, the big question remains, can Mike Tyson KO Jake Paul? And I think all the way up through, instead of saying round 1, 2, and maybe 3, you got to say now rounds 1 through 5, which is basically 3 rounds, 10 minutes. Mike Tyson has the ability to KO Jake Paul. That lasts now longer into the fight, and that's more scary. But I think Jake Paul outboxes him. He's going to touch Tyson more. Tyson's going to try to get inside, land the big punches, then tie up. And as time goes on, every second, the percentage of Jake Paul, at the beginning of the fight, it's like Jake Paul has a 10% chance to win. After the first minute, it's up to 25%. After round 2, it's up to 40%. After rounds 3 and 4, it's 60%. After round 5, it's like 80%, right? But when that bell dings at the beginning of the fight, it's like, okay, Jake Paul has like 2% chance to win this fight. Because Mike Tyson can KO anybody on the planet if he catches him. I don't care if he's 58 or 108. That's just the way it goes. But I still like Jake Paul to barely win. I agree with the odds coming way down. It's getting closer and closer to 50-50. And quite frankly, as we get closer to the fight, it's going to continue heading in that direction. That's just what I believe.
He's gon' fight, wait, he's gon' fight, wait. Hold your breath till the end of the night. Last fight of call, UFC at its height, yeah. Bringing that thunder with all his might, saying step up, wanna fight, hold up, think twice. Gladiator, assassin, reckless, no abandon. Walk through that cage, he'll leave your ass stranded.